we'll see the New York Knicks facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hello, everyone. We've got some great NBA action for you tonight. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Outside Brunson. Down low. Kicks it out Towns. It's picked off. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. The three from Mitchell. And Anunoby pulls it down. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. And here's Brunson. Pass to Hart. It's stolen by Hunter. And here's Mitchell. Cleveland working the ball around now. Here's Mobley. That's short off the rim. Brunson up top. About a minute into this first quarter. Three-pointer, Bridges. First shot won't go. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Towns with a rebound. Outside Anunoby. From outside the arc. Hunter with some nice D. And he drives in. Second shot opportunity. Mobley, no good. And here's New York now. Looking for their first basket of the game. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Here's Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Outside Hart. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Mobley, no good. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Towns, right side. And it's Towns with the power finish.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Mitchell. Banked it in off the glass.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
To the middle. Here's Towns. And he jams it down right on top of Jarrett Allen.
And that's a powerful man right there. Towns is never going to pass up a chance to finish with authority.
Brunson misses. And Mobley's got the ball here for Cleveland. From deep, Mitchell gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Now here's McBride. Pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's the screen by Bryant. There's Ball with a three. Knicks leading by 3. Here's Bridges. Inside. Towns. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Towns has got 8.
And so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and roll. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
Now here's McBride. To the inside. Here's Robinson. Nails the baby hook.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Tyson. That three's off the mark. And so it's New York with it. Outside McBride. Pass to Robinson. Count the basket. 6 points for Mitchell Robinson.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And so it's New York. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back to the game after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Pass to Tomlin. Wade, that's good.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
To the paint. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
To the middle. Here's Wade. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wade's got 4 points this quarter. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Inside. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. A different look for Cleveland. Cavaliers trail by 9. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
Defensively, you know Mitchell wants to get to the rim. You play it that way, then he pulls the string on you. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Now here's Brunson. Still without a bucket. Robinson. The rebound by Allen. Robinson with a steal.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time. Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And the basket by Bridges. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Mobley, no good. And stolen by Mobley. Allen outside. Cleveland working the ball around now. The shot by Merrill, no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
Back to Brunson. Down low. Here's Towns. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Hunter. And it's New York with a rebound. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Brunson taking his time here. Here's Robinson. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. 14 points for Mitchell Robinson.
Just a good playmaker. Brunson using the pick and roll to create offense for his team. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
To the inside. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Inside Mobley is set up for success. His size and reach means the rim is right there for him.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A minute 6 left in the first half. Here's Brunson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Hart. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Mobley grabs the board. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 6. Outside Brunson. Down low. Here's Robinson. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And here comes Cleveland. Back to Mobley. It's hauled in by Robinson. Brunson with it. Over Mitchell. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so we wrap up the first half. New York out in front. They lead by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Brunson. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Now you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as much as 10. Brunson with it. And it's Hunter picking him up. Outside Hart. Bridges outside. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Ooh, a silky three-pointer from Towns.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You got to guard Towns from the corners especially.
Allen can't get it to go. Knicks leading by 8. Towns, right side. Bridges outside. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure. And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Now he has quickly piled up the points by stringing those threes together.
Now here's Mitchell. 16 points for him.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
And he's keeping the game within striking distance. I don't know where they'd be without his shooting.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A different look for Cleveland. Knicks leading by 5. Outside Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
And a foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. There's Ball with a 3. Outside Brunson. Screen by Hart to the middle. And Hart throws it down.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Knicks leading by 9. Now Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Knocks down the long J. Anunoby's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. All no good.
And you know his coach loves to see that. That is a textbook box out.
Here's Brunson. Anunoby for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. The 3 from Ball. The rebound by Bridges.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw in this game. And here comes Cleveland. Here's Ball. Cleveland again missing. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Pass to Bridges. This one for 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Bridges has got 10.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look that time. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Here's Brunson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
Got a hand on it.
And blocks like this fire Ball's team up. They love watching him show some force on defense.
Here's Brunson. Oh, no good. On the last second attempt there. And so it's New York, sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Knicks leading by 21. Towns on a screen. Tomlin pulls it in.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And so it's New York with it. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Inside. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
An efficient facilitator, Clarkson gets the ball to the right guy. I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror. Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Double team on Mitchell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
Clarkson outside. Pass to Shamet. Back to Clarkson. Misses in close. Allen drives. Good work defensively by Robinson. To the inside. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. From the top of the key, Mitchell, good. Mitchell's got 12 points here in the second half. Knicks leading by 22. McBride with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Yabusele, book that.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Knicks leading by 22. Outside McBride. Pass to Kolek. Outside McBride. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Nice D from Allen. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Pure from three-point range. Mitchell's got 25 points in the game.
The defense has to get up inside and press Mitchell. He's thinking of shooting it whenever he has the ball.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
I mean, the effortless athleticism. You can see Clarkson loves rising up and dropping the hammer. He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Here's Brunson. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 21.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. I mean, working so hard to set each other up.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Brunson is doubled. Pass to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. And Hart throws it down.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Mitchell Robinson.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
And here's Brunson. Screen by Hart. Kicks it out, Towns. The 3. It's rebounded by Wade. Pass to Tyson. Shoots over Anunoby. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's Brunson. Outside Hart. From the arc. He drops it from range.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Now here's Brunson. He's off on the layup. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. It's the Orlando Magic facing the Memphis Grizzlies. It's stolen by McGrady. Here's O'Neal and Shaq with the slam.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
And it's Morant missing. Here's Hardaway. The Grizzlies pull it in. Baseline try. It's rebounded by O'Neal. And here is Hardaway. To the inside. Pass to Howard. Now McGrady. Guarded by Morant. Right side Randolph. Conley with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Here's Hardaway. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Marc Gasol.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here are the Grizzlies. Down low, Gasol. And Shaq pulls it down. Pass to Howard. Left side Hardaway. Conley grabs the miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Morant. And a miss there off the inbound. Hill left side. For three. A putback. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. From 13. And Morant gets it to go.
If Morant knocks those down consistently, you got zero chance on defense.
Screen by O'Neal. Orlando moving the ball around. A shot by McGrady, no good. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
You gotta love how aggressive Morant is. He is fearless going towards that rim.
Hardaway goes in. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Pass to Morant. Back to Jackson. And here's Morant. Jackson with the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Conley. Fires the three. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady. The Magic trailing. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. So both teams changing it up here. The Grizzlies trailing. Miller outside. Morant outside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Battier outside. Launches it. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Vucevic missing. Battier outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Banchero outside. And Vucevic throws it down.
Look, when he's within range, Vuce is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Here's Skiles. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. And it's Banchero missing. Inside. Here's Jackson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
It's stolen by Banchero. And good that time.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
This is his first free throw of the game.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Here's Skiles. Still yet to score. Anderson outside. Back to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layup for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
8 seconds left in the first quarter. Bivy with the bucket.
Nice little draw up there from the inbounds play to get them an easy bucket.
Here's Turkoglu. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
A shot by Randolph. Nobody around. Good, and the assist, that time by Gasol. To the middle. And stolen by Gasol. Allen for the three. Tries again. And it's Gasol getting it to go. Gasol's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Orlando making some changes. Allen outside. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Here's Gasol. And he banks in the layup.
And the long arms that Gasol has is what allows him to drop dunks on defenders. What a powerful force close to the rim.
Screen by O'Neal. Hill has the open look. Buries it from three-point range. Hill's got himself on the board with 3 there.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Back to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And it's really smart to get Gasol moving in these pick-and-roll plays. He's not only an amazing passer, but a terrific scorer as well.
Memphis leading by 4. Allen drives in, lays it up and banks it in. Allen's got his first points of the game.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Hardaway. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. To the paint. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Gay scanning the floor. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Magic trail by 6. Banchero with the screen. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Gay outside. Morant outside. To the inside. Here's Randolph. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
He might not elevate like some of the other guys on the court, but as we've learned, Randolph knows how to get the ball in the basket.
Now, here is McGrady. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. McGrady's got 5 points so far.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Now here's Morant. He's got 8. Outside Randolph. Curls it from outside. He's got 8.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes John Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, and it only takes a little effort on behalf of Howard to rise up for the flush, using that size and strength to jam it down. He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
Now here's Morant. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. Back to Miller. Outside for Randolph. It's stolen by McGrady. 6 seconds separating the shot game clocks. And it's Hill with the jam.
This is where Hill can hurt you. Once he has a step on the D in transition, it's lights out.
In the center of things, Morant.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Banchero with the screen. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Morant right side. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Now here's Jackson. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Outside Randolph. Three-pointer. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
All the officials are all over that one.
Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Oh, the definition of a stretch forward. Turkoglu can play either forward spot and can stretch the floor with his shooting.
Grant scored the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. Oh, he's been doing all he can to keep this competitive, but he needs some support.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. It's Anderson with the drive. Here's Howard.
They love what Jackson gives them defensively. Great instinct, size, and mobility.
Conley's shot is off. The Magic trail by 12. Pass to Vucevic. The kick out to Anderson. Here is Howard. Covered by Conley. Here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Now here's Morant for three. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Morant's got 17 now.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
And it's Vucevic missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Morant missing. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Morant. Back to Gasol. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Vucevic.
And what you like about Gasol, he can put up big numbers, but he also does the little things that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
And the basket by Hill.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
And it's Morant missing. The Magic trailed by 9. Here's McGrady. No good from outside. Memphis with the ball. Outside, Gasol. Back to Morant. And off a screen. To the middle. Orlando grabs the miss. Pass to McGrady. Lots of room. Jump shot is good. 9 points in the game so far.
He's got all the shots. McGrady makes the mid-range look easy.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Battier outside. Over Hill. Battier cannot hit. The Magic trailed by 7. Pass to Shaq. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And sometimes Shaq is impossible to guard without fouling. He's this overwhelming presence.
And so it's Memphis with it. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Here's Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
And being Gasol is 7 feet tall, dunking probably comes easily. The D's going to have to do a better job of getting him off his spot.
And finished off by Banchero.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. It's Gay with the drive. Gasol. Over Hardaway. That's short off the rim. The Magic trailed by 6. Back to Banchero. Another miss by Banchero. The Grizzlies on offense. Gay outside. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Yeah, and I just like the show of force there from Gay. Not settling for the simple layup, but showing his dominance, trying to intimidate with that slam.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They play. Three tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Magic called timeout. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, guys. During that last break, I heard the Magic coach as he addressed his team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, "Hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end." Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
You gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
Gay up top. Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Gasol's shot is good.
And this is where you feed Gasol. The deeper positioning he can get, the more aggressive he becomes.
Here's Abdur Rahim. And he lays it straight in. And it's an 8-point Memphis lead.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Back to Banchero. Screened by Howard. Banchero, that's good.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Miller inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And sometimes defenses forget how tall Miller is. He uses that 6'8" frame so well inside.
Here's Abdur Rahim. Banchero grabs the board. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. And he makes that one count.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
The Grizzlies call timeout. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They've led by as many as 14 points. Six to shoot. Basket is good.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Oh, the slam dunk.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Moran outside. Here's Jackson. Buries it. Nice cut off the ball.
Just like his pops, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Trying again. O'Neal there for the rebound. He takes it in. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. And down goes the three.
And that's a huge shot right there. Hardaway knows his team looks for him to come up in the clutch.
Jackson outside. Gasol's in the post. No stopping that baby hook on the fly.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Saul's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Morant bullies his way inside.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside. Nice work to rise up and secure that miss. Solid rebounding effort from him.
Here's Jackson. Now here's Morant. Launches it, and it's off.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Miller. For three. Doesn't get that one. Got it. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony. we've got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. And it's San Antonio to start out. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And the three ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Puts up a three. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Down low. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
Ball. There's a good screen. 6 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And it's the Hornets, another three.
LaMelo Ball loves creating for his team. I love the look right there. Just so easy to play with.
Pass to Knueppel. Shoots over Vassell. Again, the Hornets score.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Barnes can't get it to go. Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. 6-point game. Here's Ball. Rebounded by Castle. There's the drive. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Fox. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Wembanyama. Bridges with the board. Knueppel with it. Now guarded by Fox. Knueppel with the bucket. Knueppel's got 5 points so far.
A lights-out shooter. Opponents will learn quick. You have to guard Knueppel tight or he'll knock those down. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Charlotte leading by 5. Outside, Sexton. And there's a minute 45 left in the first. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Now, here's Vassell. Still scoreless. Pass to Wembanyama. Castle on the wing. Back to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on. Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
Bridges shot. Good.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Pass to Diabate. Here's Knipple. And it's off from three-point range. A three from Barnes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Charlotte enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Diabate hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, and this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Sexton for three. It's hauled in by Cornette. Spurs trailed by 14. Stolen by Ball. The open look here for Sexton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Sexton's got 8 points. And the dunk by Sohan.
And Fox is a solid passer, knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
Hornets leading by 18. And it's Ball penetrating. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fought for position there. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
Well, Harper spotted a chance for a big play, and he took it. Go ahead, young fella.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And the Spurs making a change here. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, this is a case where you use your size to full advantage, exactly what you're looking for.
Bridges shot, good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now Knippel. He has 5. Here's Solon. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Solon's got 7.
Textbook use of the pick and roll by the rookie Knippel. I love how opportunistic this young man is in these sets. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Wembanyama down low. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Miles Bridges. The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:24 left to play in the first half. Pass to Bridges. Charlotte moving it around. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Hornets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
A top 5 pick in the draft. Knippel is a polished rookie. Can play either guard spot. I love his future.
Here's Diabate. And the rejection by Wembanyama. To the inside. Back to Johnson. Barnes left side. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Johnson inside.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And one thing you got to love about Johnson, his energy. The man doesn't take his foot off the gas.
Hornets leading by 18. Outside ball. To the middle. The rebound by the Spurs. Inside. In the corner, Castle with it. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Knippel. Buries the long-range jumper. Knippel's got 8 points. He got it up. The shot off that time. And so it's Charlotte sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Castle with it, and it's Miller picking him up. He gets it in there. Wembanyama's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Spurs. Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Miles Bridges has a frame that allows him to play through contact, and he welcomes and relishes those opportunities.
Spurs trail by 20. Down low. Bridges with the steal. Knippel with it. On the wing, Bridges. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to.
Charlotte leading by 18. And it's off the back rim, no good. Pass to Castle. And stolen by Miller. Here's Knippel. And Knippel slams it in.
Don't sleep on Knippel's hops now, because he's definitely more than capable of hammering it home.
In the corner, Castle with it. To the inside. And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 4 this quarter.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful. Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
It's good. Ball's got 5 points so far.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
To the paint. Picked his pocket. Offensive rebound. Good work there as it goes. 13 points in the game.
What you love is Miles Bridges has kept his foot on the gas pedal. Started out scoring well and continues to keep the pressure on. Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Shot clock at 5. Back to Castle. Nobody near Barnes. Drops in the tray.
The improvement in Barnes' deep range just helps his offense space the floor.
It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Outside, Sexton. To the middle. And stolen by Wembanyama. 3-on-3. The wide open look here for Fox. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And Ball slams it in.
Now, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
Barnes. Pass to Castle. Here's Barnes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barnes has got 9.
You love to work for second chance points. That's how you win on the margins.
Took him no time at all on that one.
It doesn't take much for Knipple to find his rhythm, and once he does, this guy goes into a scoring machine.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Sexton, no good.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And he drives in.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Here's Wembanyama. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And San Antonio has possession, down by 15. Inside, and the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Spurs. Diabate.
You love to see the unselfishness of Miles Bridges. Just another guy has a better shot. He's ready to move that basketball.
Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
On the wing, Johnson. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. San Antonio making a switch here. Let's check in now with our Allie Lepores, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Fox with the steal. Down low. To the inside. Wembanyama deadly inside.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up. Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Wembanyama, right side. Back to Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
What a great pass from Brandon Miller, just understanding how to put it on time and on target.
Now Wembanyama. Wembanyama fighting for it. Pick off in midair. Now Fox. Oh, good on the layup. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Outside, Wembanyama. Strong move off the glass.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. And using his length to come right off the drive into the hoop there. Big time move by Miller.
Barnes outside. Here is Wembanyama. And that's in there.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Ball fired. Missed on the three. Spurs trail by 11. Now Wembanyama. Oh, what a play inside.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. .125 left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the three.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that three, but he still couldn't make it.
Here's Barnes. Oh, the slam dunk.
Yeah, it's just the giant wingspan, a 40-inch max vertical, all in play for Barnes that time.
50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Castle.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. They double in with Wembanyama. Here's Bridges. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
And it's going to be Washington off the tip. Outside Coulibaly. Middleton. Oh, some solid D from DeRozan. Outside Achua. Westbrook taking his time here. The 6-footer. Achua can't hit. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Coulibaly on the wing. George outside. Washington moving the ball around. Here's Sarr. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
And defensively, you just cannot let Sarr get that ball inside.
George with it. Picked up by DeRozan. Middleton outside. Pass to Sarr. 5 on the clock. Washington needs to get off a shot. The 3. Drops in the 3. Sarr's got 5 points.
Yeah, still a developing part of Sarr's game, but he looked confident with that triple.
And Washington with possession. Coulibaly drives in.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Back to Achua. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Now here's Sarr. He's got 5. Here's Johnson. Achua with the rebound. And it's Sacramento's ball. It's a 5-point game. Middleton looking around. Pass to Sarr. Shoots over Levine. Shot's good by Sarr. He has 7.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Shot's good by Sabonis.
That kind of challenge isn't going to deter Sabonis. He's good at gutting through contact.
Outside Johnson. A minute 53 left to play in the first. Sarr. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right. The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Johnson with a bucket.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Out to Sabonis. Back to Schroeder. Right side Achua. There's the triple. Sabonis can't hit. Washington leading by 9. Pass to Sarr. Back to George. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Wizards?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Here's Sabonis. Picked by Sabonis. Over to the wing. Rebound by the Wizards. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
And after playing professionally in France, we wondered what Sarr would look like in the NBA. And you know, I think our question is answered.
Pass to Champagny. Here's Sarr. Here's Johnson. Alexander Sarr getting it done for the Washington Wizards. He made a big impact, scoring 12. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows, but they're already in a great position to win this one. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul. And the Wizards making a change here. On defense, Sacramento. They trail by 14. And that one's good. Bagley.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Champagny. Offline with a three. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Riley. It's Carrington on the wing. Here's Riley. No made baskets yet. Pass to Bagley. Just three to shoot. Here's Cooper. Misses the three. Kings trail by 14. Here's Levine for three. And it's Bagley with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Washington moving the ball around. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Johnson. He's got 5. They swipe it. Now the Kings in transition. Here's Levine.
Hope you got some popcorn. When Levine gets up for a slam, Zach knows how to put on a show.
Pass to Johnson. For 3. Counted from distance. Johnson's got 8.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Clifford, good.
If you let Russ operate in the pick and roll, he will make quality decisions.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Riley. Monk covers. From behind the arc. Here's Champagny. Now here's Bagley. He's guarded by Sabonis. And again, Washington with a triple.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So the Kings making a change here. And here's Schroeder outside. And another miss by Sacramento. Wizards leading by 16. Pass to Johnson. From the arc. Westbrook with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Washington now. Outside Bagley. Out to the wing. There's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Bagley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Riley. Outside Carrington. Outside Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Johnson's got 10.
And that's what you get with Johnson. He is always hunting for good looks.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. The Wizards on offense. They're on an 11-2 run. Outside Carrington. Outside Johnson. Pass to Carrington from outside the arc. And the Wizards with another three.
Yeah, such a polished shooter, even as a rookie. Johnson gets...
Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Back to Powell. Screen by Wiggins. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Shoots over Hawkins. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo the screen. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Powell for three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Pass to Westbrook. Here's the three. The shot. No good. To the paint. Here's Hawkins.
Well, coming up the floor, you're not going to out-hustle Hawkins.
Here's DeRozan. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And LaVine throws it down.
Well, not only does this show off LaVine's skills,
It's also a great morale boost for your team.
Now, Hero. Powell for three. It's hauled in by Achua. Here's Levine. Pass to Sabonis. Now Levine. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Levine's got 5 points so far.
You can't forget about Levine from deep.
Down low. Here's Adebayo. Banked in off the glass.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Adebayo the screen. Charity stripe shot. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Pass to Sabonis. And yes, it's good.
And just look how naturally Westbrook creates for his guys. An effective use of the pick and roll there.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. There's Hero with the three. Hangs home the trifecta.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And so here's Sacramento. Right side, Sabonis. Pass to Achua. To the inside. Here's Levine. Great D that time from Powell. Miami trailer. Inside. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, Adebayo usually has the advantage over other bigs when it's time to run.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Screen by Wiggins. And the dunk by Powell.
Never a bad idea to run the old kick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Powell. Rebound collected by Levine. Pass to Westbrook. Shoots over Hero. Westbrook, no good. Powell for 3. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Levine, good.
Well, it takes confidence to answer back like that. Something Levine is clearly not lacking.
Powell for 3, and the Heat, another 3.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Powell. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And so and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
The Heat trailed by 4. Pass to Adebayo. Driving the lane. Lays it up off the glass. Adebayo's got 8.
Well, that's what Bam wants to do. He wants to put the ball on the floor and get into the paint.
And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. A three-pointer off the mark. To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 5 points in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Down low. Adebayo. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, that's his comfort zone. That's where he lives. Adebayo's so strong in the paint.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Kings leading. 1 for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Pass to Powell. Back to Hero. Lets it go from 14. It's hauled in by Achua. Kings leading now by 7. Here's Monk. An easy 2 points on the layup. Monk's got 8 points.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
From deep, Adebayo. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. To the inside. Sabonis' shot is on. Here's Powell. Count that bucket. And now it's just a 4-point Kings lead.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
In the corner, it's Sabonis. Carries it from 3-point range. Sabonis has got his 2nd basket.
I mean, the NBA is just nuts these days. 6'11" guys like Sabonis, zero fear shooting the rock.
Sacramento leading by 7. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Ooh, what a burst of energy from Westbrook. He can just fly when he wants to.
Pass to Adebayo. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
DeRozan does so much of his work in tight spaces. It's a luxury for him to be out in the open floor.
That one goes. Count it. And now an 11-point Kings lead.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Powell for three. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Sacramento making a switch here. A free throw dropped for DeRozan.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
And Ware pulls it down. Powell with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. And so Powell nails both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Monk attacking, and then Monk with the dunk.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there, and he just lifts off with power. That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pass to Monk, and he uses the glass on the layup. Monk's got the lead up to 12 now for the Kings.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And the layup's good off the glass. He has 7.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. They set the pick. On for 3. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, some coaches call that an error of commission. You're giving effort, trying to make something happen. You'll live with a few of those.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Hero. Over Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Wiggins missing. Sacramento leading by 9. Here's Levine. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
And it's really challenging trying to guard Levine without fouling. He is good at getting defenders in compromising positions.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Lets it go from deep. Sabonis grabs the board. And here are the Kings now. Levine wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Levine's got 5 points now this quarter.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's DeRozan. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat trail by 11. To the paint. And stolen by Achua. For 3, Levine. And the Kings another 3.
Well, when he gets it going like he is tonight, Zach LaVine is a nightmare to deal with.
Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Kings leading now by 14. Pass to Clifford. No good on the triple. From 15 feet away, and another basket for Miami.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
Back to Schroeder. For the three. Hits it from three-point range. Schroeder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Jaquez with the bucket.
Well, night in and night out, Jaquez loves to attack the middle of that defense.
The Heat trailed by 13. Pass to Ware. And Zach LaVine pulls it down. Here's Clifford. And he goes in for the dunk.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Back to Smith. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Ware.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Heat have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And he knocks down the first one. And so Ware nails both of them. Kings leading now by 13. Inside. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 9.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And the shot goes down.
Sometimes you have to ignore the analytics. There is value in the mid-range if that's who's shooting it.
Kick out to LaVine. Three-pointer. And Ware pulls it down. Here's Larson. Saric grabs the board. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Larson with the bucket. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
All alone. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Smith. And another basket for Miami. 29 seconds left in the third. With the drive. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. Back to Ware. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. LaVine, that's good. LaVine's got 21.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Sacramento. It's been... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Heat trail by 13. Pass to Larson. Launches a three. And Westbrook pulls it down by himself. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
To the inside. Westbrook. No problem on the jumper in close. And the Kings lead by 17.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Left side, Sabonis. He takes it in. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
So lethal when your big man can drive the lane with success. Sabonis showing off his agility on that one.
And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Second chance shot. Westbrook can't get it to go. And it's the Heat with the ball. It's a 16-point game.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Monk for three. And Ware pulls it down. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Ware, no good. Kings leading now by 14. Monk for three. Hits the three-point bomb.
I tell you, Monk can fill it up in a hurry. Well, once he gets on fire, the D knows they're going to be in for a long night.
Good ball movement here by the Kings.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And Doug Christie has called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And here's Schroeder. And the layup is off. Here's Hawkins. Puts it right back up and in.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that
possession. There's a screen by Achua. Off target from outside. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 15-point game. Now Hawkins. Here's Smith. Shot clock at 5. He got it right before the clock ran out.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Layup no good. Kings leading now by 13. Zach LaVine can't get it to go. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
.137 left to play in the final quarter. And there's the three.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Here's Sacramento.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Sacramento.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was. For Zach LaVine.